Let's face it, looking for a new job today feels harder than ever before. And you're not imagining it. Did you know that up to 75% of resumes are rejected by computers before a human even sees them? Or that only 2% of applicants actually get called for an interview? Those are some shocking numbers, right? But there's more. Since the pandemic, the job market has changed fast. The rise of remote work, new tech, and fierce global competition means the old job hunting tricks don't work anymore. It's easy to feel stuck, like you're throwing your resume into a black hole. But don't worry, you're not alone, and there are ways to beat the odds. In this video, we'll dig into the unseen barriers blocking your career moves, why skill gaps are only half the problem, and how networking has changed. You'll also learn strategies to shift your mindset and adapt to this fast-moving job market. Stay tuned, because by the end, you'll have the tools to tackle these challenges head-on. Chapter 1, The Silent Barrier, Unseen Forces Blocking Your Career Moves. You might think it's just tough competition keeping you from landing that dream job, but there's more to it. Did you know that around 75% of resumes are never even seen by a human? Companies use applicant tracking systems, ATS, which are often outdated or biased, to filter resumes before a recruiter even looks at them. These systems can be picky, rejecting candidates for missing specific keywords. Worse, there's the experience trap. You need experience to get hired, but you can't get experience without the job. It's an exhausting cycle. Companies want someone who can hit the ground running, but that's unrealistic for career changers or entry-level seekers. So, what can you do? Strategy 1, customize your resume for every job application. Use the same language and keywords in the job description to beat the ATS filters. Tools like JobScan can help you match the required skills to the job posting. Strategy 2, focus on building transferable skills. Soft skills like communication, leadership, and problem solving are in high demand. According to the World Economic Forum, nearly 50% of employees will need reskilling by 2025. Show how your experience in one industry can benefit another. Remember, it's not just about what you know, but how you present what you know. That could be the key to slipping past the silent barriers holding you back. Chapter 2, Skill Gaps or Market Gaps? The real reason your resume isn't getting noticed. Ever wonder why you're not getting called back, even though you think you're qualified? It's not always your fault. The job market itself may be mismatched with the skills people offer. In fact, a 2019 McKinsey report stated that 87% of companies admit they either already have a skills gap or expect to have one within a few years. The demand for digital and tech skills is skyrocketing. Yet, many job seekers aren't aware of the specific skills businesses need. For example, a LinkedIn report found that blockchain expertise was the most in-demand skill in 2020, followed by cloud computing and analytical reasoning. Yet, few candidates have these on their resumes. Strategy 1, invest in online learning platforms like Coursera or Udemy. Even free YouTube tutorials can teach you basic coding or data analysis skills. This will set you apart from others who haven't made the effort to upskill. Strategy 2, don't just focus on hard skills. The same LinkedIn report mentioned that creativity, collaboration, and adaptability were among the most sought-after soft skills. Show your ability to work in a team or handle changing environments in your resume and interviews. By keeping an eye on these trends and continually learning, you can close your own skill gaps and get noticed faster. Chapter 3, The Networking Mirage, Why Connections Aren't What They Used to Be. We've all been told, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But is that still true? With platforms like LinkedIn having over 900 million members, networking can feel more like throwing a dart into a crowded room and hoping it sticks. The truth is, simply adding connections on LinkedIn or attending networking events isn't enough anymore. According to a JobVite survey, 74% of people said they found jobs through networking, but it's about quality connections, not just quantity. Strategy 1, stop relying on cold introductions. Instead, nurture relationships you already have. Reach out to past colleagues, alumni from your university, or friends in the industry. A genuine referral from someone who knows you is far more powerful than a random LinkedIn message. Strategy 2, offer value first. If you want to network with someone, don't just ask for help. Share an interesting article, offer insight into their projects, or highlight mutual interests. People are more likely to help when they feel it's a two-way street. Real connections matter more than having a huge network. Building deeper, meaningful relationships is what will help you break through the networking noise. If you're finding these insights valuable, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on advancing your career. Chapter 4, Decision Fatigue. Too many choices, too little direction. Ever feel paralyzed by the sheer number of job boards, career paths, and conflicting advice? You're not alone. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. The more choices you have to make, the harder it becomes to make any decision. A Harvard Business Review study found that decision fatigue leads to reduced productivity, making your job hunt feel like an uphill battle. There's also the issue of too many platforms. Do you apply on LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, or company websites? Each requires a slightly different approach, adding to the overwhelm. It's no wonder you're exhausted before even landing an interview. Strategy 1. Simplify your job search. Pick one or two platforms to focus on, and stick with them. Quality over quantity matters here. According to a JobVite report, over 50% of hires come from referrals, not endless applications. Strategy 2. Set strict limits. Decide you'll apply to only a certain number of jobs each day. This prevents burnout and allows you to put more energy into customizing your resume for each position. As best-selling author Greg McKeown wrote in Essentialism, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Cutting down your options and being selective can actually improve your chances. Less can truly be more when it comes to decision-making. Chapter 5, The Mindset Maze, How Internal Blocks Make Job Hunting Feel Impossible. If you've ever felt stuck, it's not just the market, it's often your own mind. Imposter syndrome, fear of rejection, and burnout can play a massive role in why the job search feels endless. In fact, a study by the American Psychological Association found that fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people give up on their goals, including career advancement. Let's face it, searching for a new job can feel personal. Every rejection can seem like a reflection of your worth, but that's far from the truth. Instead, it's important to focus on the factors within your control and shift your mindset. Strategy 1. Reframe rejection as redirection. When you're not selected for a role, see it as a step closer to finding a job that's truly right for you. Author James Clear wrote in Atomic Habits, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Your goal should be to create a job search system that helps you consistently move forward, even after setbacks. Strategy 2. Practice gratitude and self-compassion. A University of California study found that people who practiced gratitude had a 23% lower level of stress and felt more optimistic about the future. Take time each day to acknowledge your efforts and progress, even if it's just one small step. When you get out of your own way and approach your search with a growth mindset, you can make the process feel less daunting and more manageable. If you enjoyed this content and want more actionable strategies, make sure to subscribe for future videos that help you navigate your career journey.